So listen, we got this new thing. It's going to be called Just One Thing. We're going to do this every Monday morning. And my goal is to get it in under 10 minutes. So I got my little R2D2 timer right here. And we put her to 10 minutes. So I want to say good morning to everybody. And I want to kind of come up with, I think I'm going to try and come up, Mike Austin, good morning. I'm going to come up with a real quick word of the day or the week I want you all to think about. And this morning's word is exceed. And it's all about exceeding customers' expectations, okay? So I want to start with a story. A little while ago, probably about 2 months ago now, Brenda went away with grandkids. So Brandon, our oldest natural grandson, and I, we had a guys' weekend. We drove up to DC and we stayed there, and we went to this cool thing called Marvel Heroes Live. I got him 2 front row tickets. It was all about this. It was 90 minutes like guys playing superheroes and going after bad guys and the stage blowing up and everything like that. He had a blast, right? So part of one of our memorabilia is this bag right here. And this bag, believe it or not, was full of cotton candy. Not a big deal, right? You'd expect to see cotton candy and popcorn and stuff like that at these things. And it only cost about $30, right? The cotton candy was only about $30. But what amazed me about this event, about what they did, was when we finished up the cotton candy, at the bottom of the bag were 2 moist towelettes to wipe your hands with. Think about that for 1 second. Now, who would have ever thought to ask, hey, can you put some of those little moist towelettes in my hands and the bottom of the bag because my hands are sticky afterwards? Nobody. This blew me away. We had 2 of them. I wouldn't let my grandson use the second one. I made him use mine after I wiped my hands with it because I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. This is exceeding customer expectations. Now, you can't exceed customer expectations if they ask you for it. At that point, all you can do is meet their expectation. Exceeding a customer's expectation is being able to see something that's a pain in the neck for your customer and dealing with it without them asking you to. That's the secret. It's being observant. It's through history and through observation where you'll be able to see where you can help your customers make their day a little easier. You know, one of the things we did at the shop when I had my shop is we put seat covers and a floor mat and a steering wheel protector on every car. Okay? Now, my guys, the techs, when they were done, they would pull the car out front. We had a lot management program. They'd back them in out front, and they were pulling the seat covers and the floor mats and the steering wheel protectors off the cars. And I understood what they were trying to do, but I wanted the customer to see it because I believe that differentiated us from anybody else in the area, that we cared enough about the customer's vehicle to put these things in play. So I said, no, leave them in the car. Let the customer see them. Let them know how much we care. Well, after about 10 customers that came in, they would pay their bill, thank me and say, thanks for everything. And they'd walk out. About 30 seconds later, they would walk back into the office with this big ball of crap in their hands. It'd kind of give me a sneer as they slam dunked it into our trash can in the office. And I went, okay, that's not a good idea. We got to work on this. So then what we did was we got a can of interior cleaner, the little foam, can of foam cleaner. And we had a clean rag, and it sat on top of our Lazy Susan we had all our paperwork on. And either the advisor, myself, or our assistant, our office assistant, would walk out to the car with the customer after they paid the bill. And we would spray the cleaner on the rag and put the rag, clean get the stuff worked into the rag, and would wipe the outside door handle, and then would open the door and would pull the seat cover and the floor mat out, and the steering wheel protector would wipe the shifter lever, and we would clean the inside door handle. And if there were any little spots on on the carpet or anything like that. We'd give it a little shot of the cleaner and just get it right out. All the while we're doing that, we're talking to the customer about anything except the car repair. I wanted to learn one new thing about my customer every time we did this. Now, once we did that, we would pull the paperwork out. We would have the ball in our hands. We would shake the customer's hand at the end of it, and then literally as they were driving away, would give them the grandma wave, right? Thank you so much. Really appreciate your business. Don't want to see you too soon, but realize we're here if you need us. We've got to recognize that we create a story every day with every customer. And it's our ability to meet and exceed their expectations that determines whether that story's miserable, mediocre, or a story of magic. And you can intentionally create stories of magic, and they don't have to cost a lot of money. Just a couple. I mean, how much does this cost? Right? Granted, probably a little bit more because it's got Feld Entertainment on it, right? That was the company that did it. But think about it. It's just getting people, because listen, loyalty is not found in a customer by meeting their expectations. Loyalty is found by exceeding their customer expectations, by blowing them away. So I want to ask you a real quick question. What are you going to do this week to exceed your customers' expectations? Doesn't have to be a big thing. You know, if your parking lot is always full, set aside a couple of spots where your customers know where to park. Get a couple little signs that says customer drop off. Do something little like that. If customers got to go looking for the car, have it parked out front, have it warmed up, cooled off, whatever the case is. But those little things make all the difference in the world. So what are you intentionally, pick one area, one thing that you're going to promise to yourself and to your staff that you want to get better at, to exceed in one area. And that is my just one thing.